Hi guys, Johnny here. The reason for my video here today is this guy here. And it is the little, get that dingly dumbler all the way here. This little guy here controls the heat, how it's diverted in and around the van, whether it's going to defrost or whether it's going to your feet. In many ways, my feet were freezing off, and when I first got in the van, it was making this sort of click, click, click sound. And what had happened was this had stripped out on this particular one, and I think somebody had problems with it, and they couldn't properly install this in, and it goes in under the dash here. And anyways, I'm a pretty big guy, so I ended up having to take the seat right out. I took the seat right out, and I needed as much room as I could, so I took the battery cover off, and I say this thing here is located, I'm just going to follow the screen, is located here. I'm going to add a little light here. I would have recorded the teardown earlier, but anyways, you can see it up in there. Yeah, there's a little arm. There's a little arm, and that's in under the dash, and that's where that thing goes. I don't think the last one was installed correctly. There's a little white arm that comes down and feeds into another white arm, and it seems to be working all right now. There's a little clip that you undo with your fingers, and then there's two Phillips head screwdrivers that have to be removed. I did it. I was lucky that my girlfriend got me this handy little rig here, and basically, yeah, this thing here is like a godsend. This little guy here, because it's got the different heads that spin around, and you can just put a Phillips head in there. And to me, this is the tool for the job. The head rotates all around, and yeah, that made the job very easy. You have to remove the, there's a couple of panels. There's this dash panel here. If you remove that one, it comes out, and I removed the seat. The seat was a pretty big job because it's not as big as it could have been. There's two bolts, bolt here and bolt here, and then the seat slides forward. But you have to undo the emergency brake cable, as well as disconnect your seat sensors for your seat belt and your airbag, and your emergency sensor has to be disconnected. There's a little clip there. Make sure you don't lose the little clip when you're disconnecting that. So I just did kind of a cleanup around here. So I'm essentially ready to put the seat back in, get this thing back together and buttoned up. So yeah, that was kind of an annoying little problem, because it would make this little clicking sound, and I guess what it was this thing just rotating, stripped in here. The part was stripped in, and it would make this little click, 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 click from behind the dash. And I don't know if it would kill the battery. It might even kill the battery with the thing running. But anyways, the part was not expensive. I think it was about 24 bucks on Amazon, delivered to your door. So I say hopefully that's going to resolve that issue. And I say the other thing was my feet were getting cold. Luckily I've got a nice little heater in here that kicks the heat out there. That little guy there, it's like a tractor trailer cab heater, and I say that kicks the heat out nicely and warms things up. So anyways, hopefully, I couldn't find any videos on it. That's why I did this video, because I say that's where that thing is located. Here, I'll give you one more quick shot of it before I button things up here. I say the easiest thing is to remove the seat. I say I'm a big guy, I'm 6'2". I don't see how you could do the job without removing the seat. So that's what I did. And oh, the other thing is, now that I'm thinking about it, let me see if I can get the light on it. Yeah, there, you can see it there. Now the other thing is that has to be clipped in here is there's a little plastic diffuser that's got to go back on up and in, and it just clips on. Here, I'll show you that. Yeah, hold on a second here. Here, just put this down here. This little guy here has got to be clipped back in and up. And they say it just goes up, in and under like so, and clips in. So that's my next little job. I'm going to get up and under there, clip that in, and then they say the other panels can go back up and in, and then I can reinstall the seat. So hopefully that was some help to you. See, there wasn't anything on YouTube, so hopefully that'll resolve some of your problems, because I didn't know what I was in for. So yeah, it's a bit of a job, but if you take the seat out, if you take the seat out and get this thing out of your way, then you can get your hands in there. Just move the wires around that are up and under there. No big deal. Let me say, that's it. Thanks. Bye.